Good morning, all of you. It is rightly said, there are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failures. With these inspiring lines, I, Toshiba Khare, extend a very warm welcome to all of you. As we all know that Technocrats Group has always believed in facilitating the all-round development of its students. With the same motive, we have started with a series of motivational lectures under the theme, We Will Succeed. So today, I'm glad to announce that we have amongst us an extremely renowned and eminent personality of India, Honorable Professor D.P. Agarwal, assumed the charge of Chairman of the Union Public Service Commission with effect from August 16, 2008. Before assuming the charge of Chairman, he was member UPSC from October 31, 2003 to August 15, 2008. Prior to this, Professor D.P. Agarwal was the founder director of Atal Bihari Vajpayee Indian Institute of Information, Technology and Management, IIITM Gwalior. He has been an eminent teacher, educational administrator, and institution builder. He was the professor and dean at IIT Delhi, from where in 1994 he took over as Joint Educational Advisor in the Ministry of HRD, Government of India. So may I now very humbly request our Honorable Keynote Speaker, Professor D.P. Agarwal, to enlighten us with his words of wisdom.
Good morning, friends. Honorable Dr. Karsolia ji, Chairperson Madam Karsolia ji, Dean Academics Dr. Chaubey, distinguished faculty of the Institute, and young students. Indeed, it's a great pleasure, but also an honor to speak to the future of this nation, who are looking to build this country as one of the best in the world. Through your dreams, through your desire, and through our commitments, we all see a very bright future for this nation. At the outset, let me begin by saying, congratulating you all and the Institute to achieve the accreditation in 3 disciplines of engineering, which by no means a very mean achievements. Therefore, I all congratulate you. You can only get accreditation when you do education the way it should be done. The stakeholders are discussed, and therefore, my once again congratulations for you. The theme under which I am here, if translated in Hindi, becomes much easier to mention that hum honge kamyab. It's a wish of everybody, isn't it? You all want to succeed. You all have seen success. You have come here to move on a path rapidly, on a path to achieve a target or a goal. But to achieve it, whether you are a dreamer or you are a realist, the path is one. It is actually not very different. But then, from the days when we were young students like you, till today, enormous changes have come in the area of technology, the society, in the way the business done in this country, in the world. Because of the new technology, which we all know is not any more new, is more than 15 years old, the information technology demolished the boundaries for all of you who want to work in the globe. There used to be days when we will work our own state or our own district. Today, many of your friends are in Pune, many of your friends are in Bangalore, they are in Chennai, they are in Indore, anywhere in this country. But many more are working outside the boundaries of this country. In fact, our contribution to development of other countries is slowly being now recognized. The workforce which our institutions like yours is producing, the TIT, is building nations. Go for example to Middle East, go to America, Germany, in fact even to China and Japan. You will find your brothers and sisters or your seniors working there with great success. How did they get success? As I said, there's only one mantra. And this mantra is that individually each of you are different than your friends. While you're a part of the same college, you're a part of the same class, but each of you are so different than others. You're great friends, you work in groups, but you as an individual, the name which you carry, is different. And therefore, you might have a common dream, and what that would be can be discussed, and which I'll do as I go on. But the fact remains that the method which you would adopt to reach your decided goal will be almost similar. And what is that? That you know yourself very well. I can set up a goal for somebody whom I don't know. It's so difficult to then create a path. So for each of you, it is important to know what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, and don't shy away that if you have some weaknesses. Everybody had weaknesses. Nobody is born with everything. As you grow in your life, you learn, and only those who can learn will be successful. And only those who understand what are their weaknesses would have a capacity to learn. Otherwise, if you think I know everything, then you can't learn. People translate this into number of actions. One action is that why do I come to class? Because I know everything. Somebody said, no, I can solve it faster than the teacher. Why should I listen to him? But please believe me, engineering is not one uniqueness. Each of you is different. Aren't you different? You are. Each of you are doing different courses. Each of you are methods of learning and studying. Some would learn for 24 hours by 7. Somebody would only put in 8 hours of work and still be equally successful. So I cannot give you a prescription how many hours you must read. But when this question was asked to young students, why should they come to class? This question is bogging this country's youth enormously. And I must address this point at least 15 number of times. And I am making this point to you not to please my faculty friends, but I wish to challenge them. When I started teaching my first class in the IIT, my day one in the class, I expected that I am going to a test which is going to be so difficult. What I was worried about, that my students to whom I am going to interact would have variety of thoughts in their minds, and how much can I link with their minds, how much do I reverberate in their minds, my own thoughts, in my own words, which I speak in my class. It's a challenge to teachers. How do they occupy your mind when they are teaching is one of the biggest challenge. Students would come. It has not happened, they have not come. There is no written rule that they must come, but they came. They came because I could occupy their space in their mind. They believed that in 1 hour I will say something different, which would make a friendly gesture to their mind. And therefore, when you come to the class, you are trying to look at that opportunity available. You may lose this opportunity. I mean, there's nothing. There are books lying. Internet gives you everything. But the opportunity you miss, that in whatever time the faculty is talking to you, it might give you something very interesting, which will remain in your mind. Maybe your colleague or a friend in the class who asks a question in a manner which you never thought. And one of the virtues of personality development is to ask a very intelligent question. The word intelligent at times becomes loaded because people believe that if I question it is not intelligent, people will laugh. Isn't that? Many of you don't ask question. You also don't ask question because teacher may get angry. But believe me, you are missing a greatest opportunity. Who can ask question? Tell me.
Students.
Only those who understand what they are going to ask a question. Somebody already had a thinking process in the mind. And it is the query which comes from the mind. Unless there is a positive query comes to your mind, you cannot ask question. Therefore, asking intelligent question is already prepares your mind to be receptive from the views which has been presented. If our mind is blocked, your receptive antennas are down, you will not receive signal, or you will receive hazy signals.